Broadcasting from Studio 300, you're watching Poly Playbook.
Hello, and welcome to a fresh new edition of Poly Playbook. We're serving up all the hot action, the cool plays, and everywhere in between for Cal Poly athletics. I'm Joe Schutz.
And I'm Jason Amberg. Let's get right into it. The Mustangs fell to Northridge on the road Thursday night, 76-74, taking their record to 7-10 on the season. The Mustangs couldn't pull off a fourth quarter comeback, missing 2 shots at the end of regulation. Even though Cal Poly shot an impressive 53% from the field, they couldn't upset Northridge. Seniors Brian Bennett and David Nwaba both finished with 14 points. The Mustangs' next game is away at Cal State Fullerton on January 23rd.
Already on a 6-game home winning streak, Cal Poly women's basketball looks to keep its momentum going at Mott Athletics Center this weekend. The Mustangs took on Cal State Northridge Thursday, January 21st at home. The team was up for the majority of the game. CSU Northridge gained a 3-point lead in the last 7 seconds. With 1 second left to play, senior guard Beth Barbietta sank a game-tying 3-point shot, forcing the game into overtime. The Mustangs beat the Matadors in overtime 66-62.
We have some major work to do this week. Both teams will play zone and some man, so we'll try to be schooled up as much as we can so that nothing catches us off guard.
Cal Poly women's basketball will resume its 3-game homestand at 4 p.m. on Saturday, January 23rd, with a match against UC Davis.
Junior forward Hannah Gilbert has become a major asset to the women's basketball team this year. Poly Playbook reporter Alexa Brewington caught up with her earlier this week.
You can feel the energy, which then produces, more energy on the court. Being women's basketball, people don't tend to come as much, obviously, than to men's. I understand that. But yeah, I think it definitely affects the game in a positive way to have more people in the stands. So usually when you're taller, you tend to slow down. So I think I'm pretty fast for my size. So it helps me get around people when rebounding. I'm quicker on offense. And then my team always they know where I am, and they're so helpful with that. So they just chuck it in there, and I'm able to catch it. So. We have so many players that can produce points. They bring so much. We don't have just a starting 5. We have the 9th and 10th and 12th man that can come in and produce something for us. So I think that's hard to defend. So you can't just play scout on 3 people. You have to play scout on all of us. In high school, I was told I could not leave those 2 blocks. That was my job. Do not go anywhere out of the key. And so for one of the drills, I had to play the 4 position, and our 4 is on the perimeter. And I had to be out there for a second, and I drove to the basket, and it was like, oh my God, I can drive. It was like, okay, it was nice. It was like, oh, it was nice to know. The biggest part is that I'm having fun. That's the biggest part for me, because last year and the year before I was so nervous all the time, and people are looking at me. So now it's just kind of more of a fun thing. So yeah, that's the biggest part.
Gilbert, who finished with a career-high 24 points to go with her 7 rebounds last night, now has a season average at 9.9 rebounds per game, leading the Big West.
3 Cal Poly men's soccer players were selected during the 2016 Major League Soccer Super Draft following Tuesday morning's final 2 rounds, breaking a program record. Mustang defender Kip Colby was picked by the San Jose Earthquakes with the 49th overall selection, and Wade Hamilton, 2-time Big West Goalkeeper of the Year, was taken by the defending MLS Cup champion Portland, pick number 61. Colby and Hamilton joined the 2-time Big West Midfielder of the Year, Chase Minter, as Cal Poly's 3 selections in the Super Draft. Colby says all the hard work these players have put in over the last years have finally paid off.
I'm over the moon. It's a really exciting moment for me and for all the guys at Cal Poly Soccer. I'm just really proud that I'm getting my chance.
Cal Poly Wrestling fell to Duke this past Sunday, January 17th, following a pin, a technical fall, and 2 major decisions. Cal Poly jumped to an early 21-4 lead, but was unable to triumph over Duke, who won 5 of the 6 remaining matches to wipe out Cal Poly's 12-4 advantage, losing only by forfeit at 125 pounds. With the win, Duke improved to 2-5 on the year, and Cal Poly fell to 1-5 in the first dual meet ever between the 2 schools. Cal Poly Wrestling is heading out on the road for the next 2 dual meets, visiting Northern Colorado on Friday and Wyoming on Saturday. The Mustangs will then return home for a 4-game match homestand with dual meets against Grand Canyon, Oregon State, Arizona State, and Boise State. That's all we have for Cal Poly sports action this week. You can log on to mustangnews.net for continuous Cal Poly sports coverage. I'm Jason Amberg.
And I'm Joe Schutz. Have a great weekend.